And we're live. Good evening, all. We're back after many, many days away. Oh, it feels like it's been like forever. Forever and ever. Anyway, it's good to be back. It really is. I feel like I should briefly explain myself. I managed to catch, not COVID, but the flu. That started on like the 16th, 17th, 18th of December, which kind of rolled into Christmas, and then Christmas was Christmas, and now here we are. So it feels like it's just been so long since we've managed to do a stream. So we're starting off nice and easy. Nice and easy. First of all, we're in the A320, which is my preferred aircraft, and we're doing about an hour-ish of a flight to start with. So nothing too crazy. We're just going to take our A320 down to Brussels in Belgium. And we're starting at Liverpool, which I believe is... Does it say it on the wall over there? No, I thought that was signage. It's actually just windows. This is John Lennon Airport, I believe. So we're here in Liverpool, right on the water. And we're doing live weather, but we're not doing live time, because obviously it would be pitch black right now, and I figured we'd have... be nice to have something to look at as we make our way down to Brussels. So, let's just quickly dive in. I've kind of got the aircraft pre-configured just to save just a little bit of time. Pressure's set to local. Looking at our flight plan, we've got to go to 4,000 feet first of all. And that is be at 4,000 feet. So I'm going to put 4,000 in the window. And then our flight level today is 230, so really not that high. It's quite a short, nice little flight. I figured it'd be nice just to do a nice, easy one. Don't know why my landing lights are on. Possibly because I spawned us on the runway. That'd be why. So let me just run you through the flight plan. Put this into plan. Zoom us out a touch. So here we are. We're going to come out of Liverpool, head into the west, loop back around, and start making our way down across the UK. Heading on across to France. And then we end here at Kirky. Let's zoom out just a touch more. So here's where our arrival ends. And we'll take manual control at this point and just come along and then loop back in. Of course, in the real world, you'd be vectored with air traffic, but we don't have air traffic, so we'll do it ourselves. Keep it nice and chill today. Nice and chill. Alrighty, so let's get ourselves taxied on down. Got it set to quite a full flight today, because it is that time of year. Airlines will be busy. How do we get out of here? We go through there? Feels like maybe we can't. We'll go along to the end. We'll follow along. Oh. Let's get that fuel truck out of the way. Come on, fuel truck. Move it. Get out of here. I love how they've just put a post right in the way. Okay, fine. We'll pretend it's not there. That'll be the AI up to its usual tricks. Hopefully the plane will just go through it. Windsock looks a bit like there's some wind. There we go, onto a taxiway now. So we're going to go right down to the end here, loop around on ourselves, and then get gone down to Brussels. Hopefully the FPS behaves itself. It is feeling like there's a small amount of judder going on. Just a small amount. I can definitely feel the wind on the tail of the plane. I'm definitely having to use the rudder pedals just to keep us on this yellow taxiway line. I can feel that it wants to blow us off course. I mean, I guess if you think about it, the tail of the aircraft is essentially like a ship sail. So the wind is coming from our right. Tanker, don't you dare come out. Don't do it. Yeah, it's been a shame I haven't been able to stream much over Christmas. It's been, I've missed it. I really have missed it. I like coming out here and just chilling with you all for a bit. And it's a funny time of year, so I'm not expecting much in terms of numbers today. I don't really know what will happen on that front. It could well be it's just me talking to myself, which is fine. That's fine. It's a funny time of year. People are doing different things. It's hard to know, really. Man, what are you doing? I wish there was an option just to get rid of those. Maybe there is. Alright. This will be us. This will be us. Kind of feels a little bit like, you know, when you haven't been at school for ages, like after the summer holidays and you go back and you don't know how to write. Kind of getting those vibes right now. Kind of feel like I'm probably forgetting loads of little things. Right, I'm just going to hold short. Runway 27. There we go. Right. Lights. Camera. Action. Okay. Yeah, there's a definite crosswind there, isn't it? We'll get ourselves lined up. And get out of here. There we have it, runway 27. So we are looking to the west. So it's nice and lined up. Right, let's just do a quick check. Takeoff config, normal. 4,000 in the window. Do we have any speed restrictions? None to speak of. Right. Flaps are set to 1. Let's lock that door. Speed brakes armed. Parking brake is off. Right-ho. Let's go to Brussels. Just hold it on the brakes. Toga. Just use a little bit more volume. Whoa, that is a lot of crosswind. We're gonna feel it, aren't we, as we take off? Yeah, there it goes. Whoa! All right, and we're up. Gear up. Autopilot on. Leave us back into climb. And away we go. Not bad at all. Go. Too busy looking out the window there. So I was staying at 4,000. Wow, it's getting cloudy already. So there's the airport. You can just make it out through the cloud there. Just make out the runway. Ah, there it goes. So this waypoint wants us at not above, not below 4,000 feet. So we shall oblige. It seems strange to me, but... yeah, checking on the charts. $4,000 seems to be it as well. That does seem right. I always get this strange feeling if I'm too low near an airport, like we are now. Like, imagine if you're living in this little village down here and you see an A320 go over at 4,000 feet, you'd be a bit like, what? I guess if you're on the flight plan, you must get used to it after a point. There we go, 7.5 miles, then we'll be at 4,000. Or at the waypoint at which we need to be at 4,000, which we already are. So basically once we pass this, we can start moving on up. I must say, it does feel very odd though, being at this height for so long. but the plane says it. The charts I'm looking at say it, so guess I kind of have to believe it. Hey Matthew, how's it going? Hope you had a good Christmas. Happy New Year to you. I know it's a bit early, but right, so where we go now? Flight level 230 after this waypoint at 4,000. Go. Let's get 23 in there. Right click it to get the dot for managed. There he goes. Starting to climb. That's what we want. I wasn't sure who was going to show up tonight, Matthew. I'm kind of relieved to see you in the chat, I'm not going to lie. It's a funny time of year, isn't it, for people? I know for myself the last few days all normal scheduling has just been thrown out the window. It's kind of in that no man's land between Christmas and New Year. The days you start forgetting what day of the week it is. I kind of wanted to get a stream in. It's been ages. It's been far too long. Let's check in up here. Everything's on fire. That's always good. What time I've set it to? 9 AM. 9 AM. Okay, so we're coming up on 10,000. Which means we can start thinking about turning our lights off. And we will go to standard pressure. Spent several hours watching Aladdin at the Theatre Royal in Bath. 3 hours, you'll never get me. I know that feeling. I don't know what it is with me. I struggle to suspend my disbelief in the theatre. No, I don't do so well in the theatre, which is a shame, but forget where it was now. We went to see War Horse in the theatre. It's like a thing for my wife's birthday. And I don't know. Like they were trying to tell this very emotive storyline, but all I could see was these like little guys going around, running around, holding up the horse that was on sticks. And I was like, that's all I can see now. I can't see it as a horse. I just see all these people holding it up with sticks. So the illusion's kind of shattered for me. No, not Swindon. I think it might have been Bristol, maybe. Yeah, I should get better at that, really. I feel like I just ruined it for myself, really. As soon as I just started trying to figure out how they were doing it, rather than focusing on what it was. I'm like, how are they doing this? And then once you figure it out, it's like, oh. Now the illusion's broken. Dun-dun-dun. So we're really not going that high today. Flight level 230. Then we are going down to Kirky, 7,000. How far is it to Kirky? $250 miles. So from 23,000 I should say, down to 7,000. It's not going to take very long, is it? 65 miles. You got a full hour in a sim for Christmas? No way. Where have you got to go for that? That's a cool present. Oh, Cirencester, okay. I did one at Gloucester a little while ago. That's a 737 sim. Is it an A320 or 737? I mean, those tend to be the popular ones, don't they? Don't mind me. Windows has reset all of my sound properties, I'm just learning. Did a helicopter flight from Gloucester, flew up the cheese rolling hill. Nice. I didn't know they had a sim at Cirencester, 737 sim. That'd be awesome. I tell you what, my finger is like ready to press the button on the Boeing yoke from Thrustmaster. So close. I got some Amazon vouchers for Christmas. I guess I'm difficult to buy for. So people are just like, what do we get him? Amazon vouchers? So I'm kind of like flush with Amazon vouchers now. So that makes the Boeing yoke considerably cheaper, proportionately. I went to have a look at it, because I'm sure I saw it around like Black Friday time for about $249. And I went to look at it today and the price has gone way up. So damn it! The price increase almost negates my entire voucher collection. So I'm going to keep an eye on the price. If it drops down to $250, I think I'll do it. Because then with the vouchers, I'm only in for like $160. Which I know is still a lot, but nowhere near as much. Oh, look at that. So we are at cruise. Quite an impressive crosswind going on there as well, actually. Look at that, 100 knots, hitting us right on the side of the plane, near enough. Disable. Let the passengers out, let them have a walk. How's fuel burn going? Hello there, is it okay if you escort me? I'm not on VATSIM or anything like that, if that's what you mean. So I don't know how you'll find me, but have at it. That would be quite cool to get a military escort on some of my streams. Might have to look into that. Hope you're doing well anyway. Thanks for coming by the stream. Hey, Europe's in. How you doing, Europe? Look who's back after having the chest infection and had to go to hospital. It was so bad. Oh no. You were suffering with a chest infection, weren't you, when I last streamed? Weren't you in bed with it? You weren't very well. Man, that sounds rough. Sorry to hear that. It's everywhere at the moment, isn't it? So this is my first stream back after a long time. Or it feels like ages. Ages and ages. I think my last stream was, what, the 15th of December? Something like that? It's almost a good 2 weeks ago. Fairly certain I had the flu. I looked on the NHS website and it was like every symptom they listed I had. I was like, fairly certain that's the flu. If it isn't, I don't know what it is. It wasn't COVID. Felt like COVID, but it wasn't COVID. Just absolutely wiped me out for days. Very simple flight indeed, Europe. Yeah, nice easy one to break us back in, basically. I figured it's been a minute since we've since I've done anything. So, nice simple flight. I figured we'll do it in the A320 because I'm less likely to make a horrific mistake in the A320, although it doesn't rule it out, of course. Dublin to Amsterdam. I feel like I've done that recently, but there's no reason why not. I do like that route. There's some strange weather today. Heathrow to San Francisco. Honestly, I would love to do some long haul with you all. I really would. I just don't know where I'd fit the time at the moment. I've kind of got these like 3-hour windows in which I can stream. I mean, tonight's a nice little short one. But on my normal schedule, I've kind of got 3 hours. And that's either by the time you kind of fire the aeroplane up, get it in the air, you've really got a maximum of like a 2-hour flight to then get down on the other end, get to the gate, and that's your time gone, really. The only real way I could do long haul would be if I was to set it going, and then just sort of leave. Get the sack. So I don't have a problem with setting it going and leaving, and just like leaving the PC on. That would be no problem at all. The issue is would I then be available when it's time to descend and land? And that I can't guarantee. That's the problem. Which is why I started doing those long hauls where I stream them, but it's actually a recorded video. Because if I can do it off stream, I can sort of do it in bits and then stitch it together into a video. Which feels a little bit like a cheat. I don't like doing that. It's the only way I can do it, so that's why I do it, but in an ideal world I wouldn't, if that makes sense. Coming up on London. London Village. Maybe if I can get some like time off work and like the family's taken care of, like I don't have to do anything for the kids or anything like that. Maybe I could do like a proper long haul with you all. I'd like to do New York to where is it? Is it Singapore? On the polar route? That'd be pretty cool. It would be nice when we get the Aerosoft A330 and the PMDG 777. Then we've got some like good, solid, like study level options to do long haul in. I feel like my long haul options are a little bit. We can do the 747. That's fine. We're gonna have to get that yoke. Let's do a price check actually, see if it's gone down in price for me. There's new graphics cards next week as well. It could be an expensive week. It's still up in price. Why has it done that? That's so annoying. Like, as soon as I want to buy it, it goes up. I might get the CRJ, it's just so expensive. Or just too expensive. Yeah, I do have the 777 for like 19-ish quid, the one you talk about. I'm thinking more like a... But then that's just like a reskin of the 747, isn't it? It's not... Yeah. I would love a PMDG one. That kind of feels like the gold standard to me. I think my goal for this year is to do a lot more, or the goal for next year, 2023. The goal is to do a lot more in the 737. I feel like I've shied away from it ever since the summer. I've done little bits here and there, but I've definitely been shying away from it. It's because ultimately I feel more comfortable in this aircraft, and if I'm going to do stuff in front of people, there's always that kind of temptation to just go with what's comfortable. Stick to the comfort zone. Don't put yourself in a position where the stream could go wrong because you've messed up, that kind of thing. So the goal for next year is just to not care about that and just do it. Learn in front of you all, fail in front of you all, and just not care. See how dead the sky was on Christmas? Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that. Mind you, Christmas Day I was just wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I had like the family over and everything. I was just like, oh, I just want to get through this and then go to bed. It was Friday that I felt better. I woke up and I was like, I am completely better. And then I was like, right, let's go. Let's do it. I'm better. I'm fixed. Like overnight, it was just like, boom, done. Hey, we're out of the clouds. That's nice. Might get a little glimpse of London. Is that going to be Heathrow up ahead with those like reservoirs in front of it? Hard to tell. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, Friday I thought I was fixed, and then I think I overdid it and paid the price on Sunday. No, I don't think that is Heathrow, is it? Work out where we are. Kind of lost my bearings a little bit. That'll be London behind us, right? Surely. Yeah, that'll be the Thames. So Heathrow's... There's the reservoirs, isn't it, for Heathrow back there? I'll say we're just over the halfway point. Good eyes, Europe, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Won't be long, we should have Southend out the window, I think. Where's Southend? That'll be it up there, isn't it? And then you got Southend Airport, just up there, where Mr. Beast did his recent video, I believe. Wasn't that the one where he did like the last person to take their hand off the jet wins the jet or something? It's such a simple but effective idea for a video. Gotta love it. Oh, I'm glad you like the stream, Europe. I really do. It's always good to see you in the chat. Always good. That's a funny colour. What's that all about? .16, yeah. It's weird. And I'll tell you what, one thing I noticed ever since my last stream, before Christmas, so when had that been, like the 15th, 16th? My YouTube shorts have just nosedived in terms of their volume. And I was like, oh no, like what's gone wrong? What have I done? And kind of got me a bit worried. I kind of thought, oh no, like something's up. And they still haven't bounced back, you know, but the weird thing is that the subscribers still seem to keep coming through from them. So I don't know whether it's just kind of weeded out a lot of the people that watch it but aren't interested. So although maybe like the volume's come down, but the quality has gone up. I'm trying to work it out. It's very strange though. Very strange. Can I donate £1 to you, please? Unfortunately not. I'm not monetized. I can't take money on YouTube yet. I appreciate it though. I really do. And don't be saying that. I know it's not much. £1 is £1. I really do appreciate the thought. Got to get to 4,000 hours of people watching my stuff, and I'm at 2,750. So almost 3/4 of the way there. The goal is I'd like to hit it in my mind. I'd like to kind of get there by March, if possible. Yeah, we're a little over halfway now. Shouldn't take long to get to 3,000, then we're 3/4 of the way there. Then we can apply to be monetized, which means like any ad revenue or any ads that get played on the content from the channel, I'll get a split of that. Or if you're a YouTube Premium subscriber, I think how that works is the money you pay to YouTube every month for your YouTube Premium, that gets divvied up amongst all the people you watch. Obviously YouTube take a chunk as well for themselves. Well done for passing 100,000 subs. Oh, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be something? You do have to watch yourself. You know, I remember when I first started streaming, all of a sudden I was getting like, if I uploaded a regular video, like a 2-minute video of me landing a plane, I'd maybe get 15, 20 views. Then I started with YouTube Shorts, and they did really well. Sometimes get like 700, 800, 900 views. And then once you get those numbers once, you start to get a bit entitled. You kind of got to keep an eye on yourself. If your next one doesn't get 900, you're like, well, what's wrong with people? Why aren't they watching my stuff? They watched the last one. You sort of have to realise that people don't owe you a damn thing. You kind of got to make something they want to watch. You can't just expect them to show up because they did once. But similarly with the live streams, when I first started live streaming, I think like it was June, July time. First few streams went so well, like unbelievably well, like numbers I'd never dream of. Like I remember I had like 30 or 40 concurrent viewers, but my average view duration was something ridiculous, like 40 seconds. So these people were hitting the stream and immediately bouncing off of it. So actually over time, those total viewers per stream like dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped. And for a little while I was a bit like, oh, that's annoying. That's going the wrong direction. We should be going up in viewers, not down. But if you look at the other metric of total or average view time, that's been going up and up and up. So again, it's like the quality has been going up and the quantity has been going down. So I think it's good. I think that's the right way to go. Hey, no worries, Europe. Take it easy. Have a good New Year if I don't speak to you before. Yeah, that's exactly it, Matthew. That's exactly it. You know, like somebody hopping onto the stream quickly because YouTube decided, oh, we'll push this in the algorithm for whatever reason. And obviously it pushed it to the wrong people that just saw it, clicked it, went, oh no, I'm not into this, and then left. Enter destination data. Okay. How far away are we actually? 91 miles. And what did we need? 78. Oof. It's a good job I checked. Too busy yapping. You're distracting me. 1003, 220 and 16. 1003, 220 and 16. What's temperature on the ground? 13. We'll just stick 200 in radio because I'm being lazy today. Right. 78 miles required. 85 on the clock. So we're going down to 7,000 and we'll do it at 1,500 feet per minute. Yeah, I think you're completely right, Matthew, with what you say. I forget who it was. Someone was saying in relation to stuff like this, you don't need 100,000 people that always watch your videos. What you need is like 100 people that would buy a t-shirt from you, that are like actual fans, that are actually like your community. Then you're okay. But yeah, once you had, I had one stream where I had like 6,500 views, which looks great. It's like, oh look, I had 6,500 views. But better not tell people, they only stayed for like 30 seconds each. But I had 6,000 views. Then you become a bit entitled, like, why am I only getting 2,000 on the next one, and why is this next one only 1,000 or 500 or whatever. Alrighty, let's go. Man, those clouds look good. Love it. Love this sim. Okay, the plane is descending nicely, just as we're hitting the coast of France, I believe. Not that we'll be able to see much, I don't think. You can't really see much down there, can you? Have a look at the turn. Too cloudy. There we go, just below 20,000. So we're dropping down to 7 first of all. Let's talk y'all through it. So here we go. 8 miles to there. So Kirky, flight level 070. Just pop into plan. So there's Kirky, this is where we end. So what we'll do, this is us, we'll head on down to Kirky. I'll take, well, I won't take manual control, I'll do heading select. And head on out this way, loop around, bring us in on the ILS. I guess if we were on VATSIM or in the real world, we'd get to Kirky and then we'd get vectors from air traffic. They could take you any which way to get you in as they see fit, but today we'll keep it simple and just sort of go parallel with the runway and the approach path. And just do a bit of a U-turn at the end. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. So another 10,000 feet to go and we'll be where we need to be. We will also obviously need to get our speed under control by the time we get to Kirky, because in fact it wants us at 250 in 27 miles. We do have a tailwind as well, so that could be interesting. Highly doubt the plane will be able to descend us and drop speed as well with a tailwind. But that's having a go, look. Trying to. It's trying to. Well, we'll let it do what it can on its own. And when we get to, I don't know, 13,000, we'll deploy speed brakes if necessary. Yeah, it's coming down. France. Or is that France? Are we actually in Belgium now? Not sure if we've actually crossed the border. We may have. We may have. Down to 270. It's not doing bad. Yeah, let's use some speed brakes to help us out for the rest of the way, I think. There we go. Let's get some lights on. Any more speed restrictions? I don't think there are. No, there are. That's fine. Okay, our local altimeter was 1003. Almost. Okay, so just crossing 10,000 feet now. Got our decel point here. I'm curious what would happen. What will the plane do if I just remove this discontinuity? Will it join it up nicely for us? See what it does. No, it will not. Not a chance. How does it work that out? That is not where we want to go. Never mind. We will set our course for 070 when we get to Kirky. The window. A little bit apprehensive about this landing, I won't lie. It's been a good fortnight since I've done any flying on this. So I feel a bit rusty. So, potential for go-arounds and goodness knows what else. There we go, that's us at 7,000. Goody. Goody goody. Oh, you thought you missed the streams. Oh, sorry. Wasn't so much family, it was more being wiped out by the flu. That flu really did a number on me. I was sure it was COVID. I did a test and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe it's not. Felt just like COVID. Still, it's good to be back. Get through this weekend. I wasn't sure whether I was going to sort of do one tonight or start back again next week, but next week's a bit funny. I'll be able to do Wednesday, Thursday, maybe not Friday. Wednesday, Thursday at least next week. Then normal programming shall resume. Right, heading 070. Goes. And that should bring us parallel with the airfield or the runway. Okay, and it wants us at 3,000. We got a minute yet, so we'll stay high. We'll stay fast. It's not going to take long to drop 4,000 feet. 2 minutes, I think we can do that in. So let's zoom ourselves out. Here we go. This is us coming along here, and look at that. The wind is perfectly going to be a headwind for us as we land. That's awesome. So 3,000 feet by this waypoint, so we'll just keep tracking up here. Do a UE and come on in. We might get a view of the airfield actually in a moment, providing this cloud clears off and gets out of the way. What do you think of the graphics quality tonight, out of interest? I'm running a new... Well, I'm running DLSS, and on my last few streams I wasn't. So the idea behind DLSS is that it boosts the frame rate and it attempts to not interfere with quality, but inevitably it kind of always does. I don't think it's noticeable. Yeah, I'm thinking the same, Matthew. Yeah, seems good to me. If you get really, really picky, the little kind of bits that stick out here, like these almost like little bits of wire, they look a little bit like flickery sometimes, almost like it's having a hard time drawing them. But I mean, by the time YouTube compresses the stream and all that stuff, yeah, unlikely to notice. Right, where's that airfield? It should be like here. Clouds, come on. Oh, we're going to see it? I don't think we are we? It is down there, I assure you. Right, let's that's where we're aiming. We've got a good 15, yeah, probably 20 miles once we get there and turn. Not long to go now. Oh. See you later, clouds. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so it's probably going to be sensible to start getting ourselves down to 3,000 feet, because at this waypoint we need to be at 3,000, and we're going to sort of come along and bank around, which won't take long. Might not be a bad idea to actually activate our approach phase at this point, to hopefully slow us down. Right, let's go to Bibub. That'll do. Let's go. Right, landing system on. Good to see that we are currently beneath the glide slope. That's good. So speed into managed. Now we've activated the approach mode down here. So the plane is going to try and shoot for its calculated approach speed of 134. So you can see it's starting to nudge its way down, but of course we are descending at the same time. Right. So once we get beneath this little orange marker, we can do our first stage of flaps. Coming up on 3,000 feet, which is where we wanted to be at. That's good. Magic. Speed brakes away now. So in theory, we can start thinking about our approach mode. So we're coming into line now with the runway. Speed is still dropping, 20 miles out from the runway. Can't really see a huge amount. Stage of flaps. The next stage. Slow us right down now. There we go. That's the stuff. So we're tracking towards EBBR. I guess that's what it's called. That's what I'm calling it. 81 bub. EBBR. It's good enough for me. So we're going to intercept glide slopes and localizers shortly. Where is that airport? Visibility is a bit bad. Okay, lights are on. We'll do auto brake medium. Speed brakes are armed. Flaps full. We do not have gear down yet, but we will do shortly. Still no visual on the runway, is there? Nothing yet. There we go, we can see it on the map. So it's going to be sort of that way, isn't it? Nice view though. There it is. There's your runway. Spotted. Okay, so I'm looking now for it to capture the glide slope. And the localizer. As you can see, they're slowly coming into line. Localizer, there we go, it's caught it. So the plane now is disregarding this sort of green track, and it's now going to be focusing on what the runway is kind of spitting out at us in terms of radio frequency. It is. We're just waiting for that glide slope to come down and meet us. There we go. So the localizer now is completely locked in. We're just going to wait for this one. Should be any second now. We're just about to touch it. Glide slope up here, see it? Now the plane is going to start descending. We'll follow that all the way in. There it is. Now we've got a headwind. So in theory that means we shouldn't need to flare as much, because we're going to have wind sort of rushing over the wings, coming straight at us. So the plane is going to generate more lift than it otherwise would. Imagine if you have a tailwind, there's kind of less wind going over those wings. So you'd have to flare a little bit more, potentially. I think my target for today is smoothness, not necessarily touchdown zone marker. I tend to focus, more recently anyway, I've been focusing on the touchdown marker. Gear down. I've been focusing too much on the touchdown marker at the expense of smoothness. I think I've become a little bit obsessive over that touchdown marker. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like, it's preferred if you can get both, but I think I would take smoothness. As long as we're in the first third of the runway, it's legal. Okay. Rudder pedals. Feet. Hopefully the wind doesn't change too much on us. I mean, we've got like a 40 knot headwind here. That's quite... It's not nothing. Right, gear down. Auto brake medium. Flaps full. Speed brake armed. Lights on. Say we're cooking with gas. You can see the plane is, I mean, I've still got it in autopilot. It's doing this all itself. It's definitely being bobbed around, isn't it? You hear the engine spooling up and down. It's trying to compensate for all that headwind. There we go. We've got a bit of a crab on the go at the moment. Little bit of a crab. There's the airport doing its obligatory despawning and respawning routine. Don't know why it does that. It's very strange. Alright, we're just a touch high. A little bit high. Bring ourselves down a bit. This isn't feeling good. God,
500.
that wind! Oh, wind.
400.
Really felt that then. This is windy, guys. This is windy.
200.
Well, I did not expect this. I thought this was going to be plain sailing. Alright, I'm really fighting this. Massively fighting this on the inputs.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Oh, we're down. Blimey, that was tough. Huh. I gotta be honest, I was hoping for a nice easy one. First stream back. Why has it stopped? That was weird. My parking brake went on then. I must have hit a button. Oh! Yeah, first stream back I was hoping for a nice uneventful landing there. That was... I haven't had to move the inputs that much on an approach in a long time. I was fighting that one for sure. It's too bad I didn't have like a joystick cam. Normally it's very, very small movements. Very, very small. That was all over the place. Good fun though. Good fun. We're going. Better than Ryanair. Poor Ryanair. They get a hard time. No worries, Matthew. No worries at all. Good to see you again in the chat. Genuinely quite shocked at how lumpy and bumpy that was. That was good fun though. I'm kind of getting to the point now where I used to, and I still do to an extent, I used to kind of dread it when I see there's going to be like a lot of wind on the way down. It's like, oh no. The potential for this to go wrong is huge. Especially when people are watching, you know, it adds another level of stress to it, I find. I'm starting to get to that point now where I kind of, the thrill seeker in me quite likes it. Which is good fun. I think the next thing is to get that yoke, because moving from a joystick to a yoke, that's gonna be an adjustment. A massive adjustment. Okay. Let's go over here and find a gate. Oh, you can still feel the wind on the taxiway. If you try and centre yourself on that yellow line, you can feel yourself almost immediately get blown off of it. It's incredible. But then, like we were saying at the start, back in Liverpool, that tail on the plane is like a big old ship sail. So if the wind's hitting it, it's going to kind of want to push that plane around. Here we go then. I'll put together a video. I'll maybe make tomorrow's video the like a showcase of what just happened. Here we go. And there we have it. Welcome to Brussels. Sorry about the wind on the way down, but these things can't be helped. Parking brake on. Oh! Well, that was a fun first stream back. I did enjoy that. Thank you all for joining me. Much appreciated. Nice to see you all in the chat again. And still in that limbo period between Christmas and New Year, so I'm not entirely sure when the next stream will be. But keep your eyes peeled. I'll try and post. I'll like schedule it maybe. Give you all a bit of warning. That might be useful. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You all have a good New Year if I don't see you before, and I'll see you on the next stream. Take care.